Hello, this is the official tutorial for the climbing game map making kit. I'm just going to go through kind of how to use it and what some important features are that you might not have noticed. First thing, just immediately off the bat, this is not the editing portion of map loading is not really designed for mobile or console players. They can still play maps. It's just it's going to be very difficult to do anything, and pretty sure console can't use the B tools at all. With that being understood, let me go through the buttons at the top. Settings is the exact same as climbing game, except you get a new keybind for toggling a fly mode while building a map. You have the saves menu. This is where you'll load all your levels, or you'll load a level from the Discord. Details. This is the map details. So how many nails it has, what's the difficulty, the name of the map, should other people be able to play the map. This is for a plugin, the import parts from Studio. I'll go over that in a little as well. Output. This is where all logs will be for loading maps, if something goes wrong, why it went wrong. So this should be able to be easier to debug for people. And then an update log. This is kind of what to expect in the future, kind of in one list. So let's begin with creating your map. As you can see, I have a few test maps kind of already loaded. Let me edit. Let's just go with like maybe this one. So you'll click edit and you'll click the slot number you want to edit, and it'll load that map. So as you can see, this is like a test map. Oh, actually, I have that over there. Yeah, this is a test tutorial map that's kind of set up. Right off the bat, it'll be a little overwhelming. There's a lot happening at once, but it's I'll go over some key things. First thing, you have an objects menu on the left here, which lets you spawn in different kinds of holds that you want to use for your level, in case you accidentally delete them. So it'll spawn into, like, you can get an out of bounds zone, zip line. It's kind of everything you can need. The primary way you're gonna be able to edit your maps is with the building tools like this. So you'll select something and you'll just like, you can just move it around, you can resize it, rotate it, change the colors, etc. And that kind of goes for everything as well. Oh, actually, these collision barriers. Never mind. So yeah, you can just start building the map kind of like that. And yeah, that's essentially the basics of it. Just kind of go crazy with the building tools, and once you're done with your map, like let's say I want to add, turn on fly. Oops, stuck under level. Yeah, if you use the fly tool, you'll be able to just kind of no clip through anything, kind of like that. Let's say I'm done with my level. Let's say this is exactly what I want. You can go to saves up here, and then find the slot that you're working on, or anyone you want to overwrite, and click the save button. It'll give you a warning. Make sure that you save this to the correct slot, otherwise you'll overwrite, like I said, one of your other builds. So I click confirm, and the map has been saved. As you can see, it gave me a difficulty, who made it, how many nails, and then you'll see this long string here. We'll go over this in a second, like how to playtest your map. Let me finish up the tutorial on editing side. So in the top for details, this is where you'll edit your map stats. So if I name this YouTube tutorial map, I can set the difficulty, so maybe like make it really hard, so 9, or you could do like 9 point whatever difficulty you want. Set a nail limit. Let's do like maybe 25. If you have an image, you can set one here. I don't have one, but you copy and paste the image like numbers onto this, and it'll load the image. This last value, private, you can toggle this between public and private to let other people be able to load your map. So if it's on public mode, anyone can load your map. If it's on private, only you can load your map to test it. I will put this on public. Next, you'll see there's 2 buttons on the end here. Set spawn. This will update the spawn location to wherever you're standing, in case you don't like the default spawn. And then the same things with the end goal. The end goal will update to your current rotation as well. So if I rotate, see the box rotates as well. The end goal doesn't do anything at the moment. It will eventually when I add timers to custom maps, but it's just there in case you want to have like a defined end goal. That's it for the details menu. Close this. Another question I got when some people were trying this system for the first time is, I see this zipline that I spawned in. How do I move the parts of the zipline? If you hold your Alt key, you can individually select the points. And all you do is you just move these, and it'll make an arc that's kind of shaped like just kind of whatever shape you want. Here, so you can like make this super wild zip line, kind of like that. I moved this up actually. But it goes in order from point 1, as you can see, this is called point 1, to point 2, point 3, to point 4. So it'll start here and go this way. What else? Let's see. Out of bound zones, you can add as many of these as you want. They do what you think. Like if the player steps in these, it'll reset them to your spawn location you set. So right there. So I'll make one like, just kind of show it off. Okay. I think that's it for the editors part. So if you can spawn a new part if you press the J key and then click. It'll spawn an object like this, and you can resize it, color it, kind of anything you want. Okay, with that done, let me go open the saves menu again. And I'm going to click save again before I test the map. This is very important, and I will not stress this enough. Do not just click play without saving your level. Just click save the map, and then try your level now. Otherwise, it will not save the progress you did while editing. But okay, here's the level we just built. As you can see, it's like the modified tutorial level. Here's all the holds, the crumbles, and our funky little zipline. Take it out there. Let me show it off. Another noticeable thing about ziplines is they get faster the steeper you're angled down on the zipline. If you're going up on the zipline, it'll slow you down, and go down, it'll speed you up. All right, so with your level loaded, you might be thinking, how do I share this with like my friends or something? And how do I share it with the community to let them load it? Let's go back into the saves menu here. And this ID that I was telling you about, this name of the map, you'll see right here, you can copy and paste the name. What you want to do is copy and paste this little string here. This is your map ID. So when you paste it, here, let me open the load back so I can show it off. If you open your saves again and you paste that ID, you just copy it and click enter on this bottom bar in saves. It'll tell you you can load this map. And there you go. That's how you share maps with other people. The code just looks like, it just looks like that. So with that in mind, if you want to share your map, you have to have the map status on here has to be on public. And 2, you must have the volcanic ascent badge on climbing game to share maps. Now I know that kind of sucks, but it's purely from a safety standpoint where we don't want 1,000 bots going in and creating levels. So hopefully that is okay with people. I know it kind of sucks, but just gonna have to deal with it for now. All right, one more important feature that we haven't talked about was import studio here. This is if you have a build in studio and you want to import it into climbing and custom maps. Like you don't want to restart on your build and you want to just test it in here. To do that, I'm going to stop the game. And I built this little thing in lighting that I want to show off. Like let's say, where is it? Let's say you have this model that I want to use for a custom map. I'm going to select all the parts. Oh, first you're going to download the climbing game export tool. It'll look like this in the plugins tab. I'll link it in the description as well with the custom maps place. But make sure you have this installed first. Once you have all your parts selected, all you do is click it, and this will pop up. It gives you a long string filled with your map, like the selected parts code. So what you do is you just click it all. And oh, I was too slow. Here, I'll do it again. Export. I'll just copy from the bottom and copy this entire thing. And then, hold on. And after you've copied that, you'll play the game again. Make sure to load your map. So I'll load the one we've been editing. Go to import and then paste and then click enter. And as you can see, it loaded the object we made in studio. It's very simple. It's just like that's the whole premise is it'll, oh, made that wrong. It's just if you have like a really cool mountain you want to use in this game, this is how you'll import it. And honestly, I think that's mostly it. A few like minor things being you can't union anything to import. Unions won't save with the way the data is stored here. so that's not gonna work. Unanchoring parts is a meh. Be careful when doing that, it might flag stuff out. Your discretion is advised when you're loading custom maps. Not everyone's going to be a great person, so we do not take responsibility for any of the custom maps created here. Of course, we will take action against anything like that, but just, you know, go in with your own safety. Go in with your own judgment. And there's a part limit, I believe, of 3,000 parts for a level at the moment. That might get raised depending on how much I manage to shave the data store down. But that's the limit right now. And multiplayer is going to come eventually. It's not set up, but I'm going to take a break from this game from the custom map system for a little. But there will be multiplayer eventually. I will add that. All right, that should be it. Make sure you're saving your builds. I cannot stress it enough. Make sure we're saving our builds after you're editing or before you playtest. It will otherwise not function properly. Save it again. All right, cool. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you make some awesome custom maps, and I will see you later. Bye.